last night on MasterChef Australia.
This week is all about opening your eyes to a new culinary world.
Two teams faced off against some old acquaintances.
It's my job, basically, to keep them out of the finals.
It's going to be a lot of fun, but also very competitive.
Tonight, Julie has the chance to fast-track to the final week of the competition.
The heart of Hong Kong beats to two things, food and racing.
Standing in her way, a celebrity chef, Donovan Cook, and his Top Gun apprentice.
He's probably one of the best cooks I've ever had in my life.
Will the pressure finally prove too much for Julie?
I am up to my ears in ingredients and processes.
Let's start to move the pace up a little bit, Julia. You want to be a professional chef? It's not easy. It's not.
Today's Celebrity Chef Day. I get to cook off against a celebrity chef because I won the challenge at Llama Island yesterday. There's 12,000 restaurants in Hong Kong and I probably can't name the head chef of any of them. So I arrive at the Happy Valley Racecourse. There's a racetrack and then skyscrapers and then mountains. It's really a stunning looking place. There in the heart of the racecourse is the Hong Kong Jockey Club. I've actually heard of the Hong Kong Jockey Club. It's very exclusive and when I see it there, my heart goes pitter-patter.
Julie, congratulations. I've got to say, it's absolutely wonderful to have you standing there finally.
Thank you.
Yesterday, you tackled one of the most traditional of Hong Kong cuisines. You prepared and cooked the perfect groper at the Llama Fisherfolk Village.
It's well done. You have won the opportunity to cook against one of Hong Kong's finest chefs.
Woo.
If you win against that chef, then you have earned your place in the final week of this MasterChef competition. Julie, you keeping your nerves under control?
It's all up here.
I need to introduce you to two of Hong Kong's finest chefs. Donovan Cook and his star pupil, Kim Pac.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
My name is Donovan Cook. I'm chef de cuisine of the Derby restaurant at the Hong Kong Jockey Club, Happy Valley Clubhouse. Service! I love the food culture in Hong Kong. My kitchen's like a boot camp. 8 pork. There's one guy in charge and one voice in the service, my voice. It's either my way or the highway.
My name is Kim Pac. I like the BC kitchen.
Pac is a model student. He listens, he follows recipes, follows everything I say. He's probably one of the best cooks I've ever had in my life.
So, Donovan Cook is the executive chef of one of the most exclusive restaurants in Hong Kong. His protege, Kim Pac, has worked for Donovan for 4 years.
Wow.
Julie, to make the challenge a little fairer, because we think that maybe cooking against Donovan might be a bit of a big ask, you'll be cooking against Pac. So, Donovan, tell us what dish that Julie will be cooking today.
We'll be doing a slow-cooked breast pigeon stuffed with truffles, wild mushroom tortellinis, celeriac essence, and jus gras.
Great.
Okay, haven't tried pigeon before, certainly haven't cooked with it. Haven't cooked with truffles before. Yeah, this is going to be interesting.
It's not a stir-fry, Julie. It's going to be a modern interpretation of what we know is a very classic French dish.
So this is a huge privilege to cook this dish, and it's a huge privilege to be able to taste it when it's finished for us.
Julie, don't forget what you achieved yesterday. that fish was flapping on your board and you still managed to do it. Through all those tears for heroes, you did it. Well done.
Thank you. Julie, you know the spiel. The judges will not be in the kitchen while you cook, so they won't know who made what dish. The judges are now going to head off and enjoy the races and await their dinner. You'll now get to see and taste the dish that both you and Pac will be cooking.
Ready?
Yep. Wow. Oh, it's beautiful.
It's basically showcasing not only the butchery of the pigeon and stuffing the truffles in the breast, but cooking it at the right temperature, resting it. And then also you got a second way of cooking the leg, which is a different style. Then you got the tortellinis, which again is extremely difficult to make. If you don't make them properly, they explode. And then the sauce, if you over caramelize the bones, they taste burnt. Cost you about $150 to put it on the plate. So then they'd probably sell it for about $450 Australian.
450 Australian dollars. Wow, these people must be rich.
Pure indulgence.
It's still really quite pink inside, isn't it? That's so exotic. It's like nothing I've ever put in my mouth before.
Finally, here's your recipe.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks, Sarah.
Walking into the kitchen is a bit of a daunting experience. I certainly don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to embarrass the judges. I just want to do them proud.
Okay. First of all, you have two pigeons. One is French, one is not. This one is for the sauce.
Having never handled pigeon before, it's, you know, I guess it's a little bit confronting for it to still have its head and its feet.
Truffles, brandy, Madeira, button mushroom.
I do get nervous just because there's so much to do, but I'm trying to channel that energy in a good way rather than falling apart.
Pasta dough. You've got 90 minutes to cook this dish, 15 minutes head start on Pac. Your time starts now. Yellow one here. That way you can...
I won the right to cook off against a celebrity chef, and here I am in the kitchen of the Hong Kong Jockey Club with Donovan Cook as my coach, going up against his fourth-year apprentice, making a $450 pigeon and truffle dish, and I am up to my ears in ingredients and processes.
Your first job will be the pigeon.
Donovan is there to coach me. He's not allowed to cook for me or do it for me. And the first job I have to do is to butcher the little pigeon.
Okay, pull the head.
Got to remove its head and its feet and then disjoint it according to his directions.
Straight down. In there. You don't want that. Watch yourself.
The trickiest part is actually getting my fingers in between the breast and the skin for the stuffing of the truffles.
This is important. You don't get any holes in the skin, okay? Rub your fingers like that. Yep. And then you're going to pull the skin over like that, and you're going to put your fingers in between the skin and the flesh. But be careful. There you go.
The skin is paper thin, and if it tears, the dish is basically ruined.
Oh, slippery.
Yeah, and spread. Spread.
I can't get...
You can. You're in. That's enough. Enough. Okie dokie. Pac, you cannot lose. Go get your stuff.
Yeah, I need to win. Otherwise, he will kill me. Donovan.
After 15 minutes, all I've managed to do is prep the pigeon, and Pac's ready to start, and boy, does he come out of the gates bolting. I can hear him going like a machine behind me. There's no way I'm going to turn around and see what he's up to.
I'm just slicing the truffles. They've got to be quite thinly sliced.
I'm scared that I'm going to ruin this incredible ingredient, which is worth about $3,000 a kilo.
This is important. I've got to make it look really neat and tidy. Otherwise, the judges will point at it and go, Julie's.
I put a tablespoon each of brandy, of Madeira and port, and then it's vacuum packed so that it'll seal and keep all those flavours and all the juices locked in. The legs of the little breast pigeon have got to be cooked confit, which means a really low heat, completely submerged in duck fat. It's like, you know, everybody likes the chicken drumstick. Well, this is the pigeon drumstick.
Boom, then leg off, and then bang, bang.
The second pigeon has to be chopped up to make the sauce.
Off, head off. There you go. There you go. Pull the winglet there. Pac's done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pigeons, so I'd expect him to be pretty fast at doing that. Sweat, 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 lid. I was calling out commands because basically when you're in that pressurised environment, you only need short but quite loud and to the point things. You don't want to have a conversation about it, you want the job done. You need 5 pieces. Butter in the medium-sized one, pigeon bones in the big one, yeah? Let's go. Let's start to move the pace up a little bit, Pac.
I think I have enough time, but sometimes under pressure.
Pac at this stage is well on the money to finish because he's now gone into a different speed, the fear speed.
At this point, I've still got to fill and create my tortellini shapes. I've still got to strain my sauce, and I've still got to plate up.
Right, this is critical. So what are you going to do? Spoon in the middle.
That much?
Yeah. Take a fingerful of water. All the way around, as close as you possibly can.
If you overfill them or if you leave air inside the little pasta pockets, they can explode in the water and just be a mushy mess and not nice little tortellini that you need for this dish. I noticed that it's become very calm behind me. There's not a whole lot of activity going on, and I realise that Pac's well and truly finished.
I'm ready to plate.
Whereas I have to draw together everything, and yeah, I don't have a lot of time left to do it in.
I'll put it on number 2. Gentlemen, Mr. Kirk Schwartz, Head of Hospitality Services here at the Hong Kong Jockey Club. How many people are here this evening?
About 15,000, 17,000.
And how much moolah is going over the table?
About 720 million Hong Kong dollar.
Your shout.
Yeah, OK, but first, let's go and eat.
Okay,
yeah, let's
fantastic.
do it.
Off we go.
Pac looks relaxed. Julie looks a bit nervous.
My little chicken legs seem to be going a bit fast.
The next time I look at my confit legs, they are deep frying.
No need to recook that pigeon leg. You haven't got time, so don't worry about it, yeah? Season and on the plate first. Remember I showed you?
Yep.
Thick, thin, thick, thin.
My plate's finished.
With about 3 minutes to go, I have to slice the pigeon perfectly on an angle, place it around the plate.
Let's go, Julie. Got 1 minute left, love. Come on.
My hands are shaking.
I've put my tortellini around the outside, scatter truffle battens over it.
Ow!
It's not hot.
Oh, God, they look terrible.
Yeah.
Crispy, crunchy drumsticks to go in the middle and pour on the sauce.
Let's go. And that's it. Let's go. Finished. Time's up, Julie. How was that? Easy, eh?
Piece of cake.
So, what do you think?
Didn't even taste this. That's terrible.
You did very well. Very well indeed.
I can't believe I've just cooked pigeon and truffles. You know, the celeriac and the tortellini and the sauce, they all taste nice, even if they don't look fantastic. To be coached by this gentleman here is something I won't ever forget.
You want to be a professional chef, it's not a bed of roses. It's not easy. It's not. So, Julie, you'll be plate number 1.
OK.
Which means, Pac, you'll be plate number 2.
Kurt Schwartz, what would you be looking for in this dish?
We'll be definitely look at the overall presentation, then also the flavor.
Well, I think we're ready for the tasting, so let's bring in plate 1.
What do you think, George?
Well, I'm mesmerised. The fragrance is absolutely amazing.
Great looking dish, smells fantastic. Query about how the legs have been cooked. They look kind of crusty and crunchy, and I'd like to see a bit more intensity in the colour of that gravy.
Lots of truffle, black diamonds. But yeah, the tortellini are a little uneven.
$50. $100.
Ooh, you can certainly smell the heady, earthy flavour of those truffles, that's for sure. That pigeon has to be the most tender pigeon that I've had in a long, long time. Succulent and sweet. It's a beautiful dish.
I'm lost for words in many ways. It's just delicious. Look, the jus gras, as much as there's some good flavour there, there's a bit too much sediment. But overall, Donovan would be very pleased with this dish.
Supple, succulent pigeon, loaded with that flavour of truffle. On the downside, there's an old saying in France that a confit leg should be so tender that you should be able to pick up a piece of hay and pierce it. And this one, sadly, you'd need I think, probably a pick. It's got crunch where there should be tenderness.
The breast, excellent, juicy, tender. I think cooked to perfection. But with the confit, definitely there needs some improvement.
I think it's time to taste plate number 2.
Thank you.
Wow, what a wonderfully generous-looking dish. Beautifully turned tortellini, fantastic colour on those legs, but that's an impeccable-looking dish.
It's hard not to be impressed by that lovely, Perugadine sauce, that Madeira jus gras. The confit legs are cooked beautifully. Really like the dish. Lovely.
I mean, this is a chef's dish. The breast is lovely, it's succulent. It's line ball, I think, with dish 1. Perfect amount of truffle, great tortellinis, they're plump, they're standing up, they're saying hello to me, and the sauce is quite beautiful.
Wonderful combination of that pigeon gravy working together with that soft, creamy celeriac puree. The only other criticism, if I was sitting in a restaurant eating this, is why am I sharing this dish with the other 3 people at the table? And why isn't this my dish and could you all go away? That's my only criticism.
Excellent. I think we'll be able to serve that dish to our members.
We've tasted 2 very, very good dishes indeed, but I think it's now time that we go and reveal our scores. Let's go.
Well, Julie and Pac, you've just prepared a slow-cooked pigeon with black truffles and a celeriac puree. Julie, this was a pretty big effort on your part. Are you proud of yourself?
It's been an amazing day. Donovan's an incredible coach. It's been tremendous.
Pac, is it important for you to win today?
Yes.
The nervous look over to the boss.
Yes.
The judges have now tasted both your efforts and given them a score out of 10 without having any idea who cooked what dish. The highest total will win. Judges, I can now reveal plate 1 was Julie's.
Julie, I gave you 7 out of 10.
Thank you very much.
I think with a little bit more training, you definitely will be up to our level. Congratulations. Very well done.
I gave Julie's dish a 7 out of 10. You've done an absolutely brilliant job. You should be very proud of yourself.
Thank you, George.
Julie, I scored your dish 7 out of 10.
Thank you.
You know, when the plate hit the table, the confit legs, were like little crispy pork scratchings. But you know what? You're forgiven. The pigeon breast was cooked absolutely perfectly. It was spot on. You did a fantastic job. Well done.
Thank you. Thanks.
8 out of 10.
And he's the food critic.
Julie, you are a marvel. To come from cooking lamb and mash at home and be here at the Hong Kong Jockey Club, cooking breast and pigeon, beautifully interleaved with Perigord truffle. That was amazing.
Yep.
Really well done.
I had a great coach.
That's a score of 29 out of 40.
Thank you.
Well done. Now, plate 2 obviously belonged to Pac. Kurt, what did you score plate 2?
Pac, I scored you 9 out of 10. Was very impressed. Thank you.
Pac, I scored your dish 8 out of 10. You didn't give us enough truffle. But a beautiful dish. Well done.
I scored your dish 9 out of 10. The pigeon was cooked perfectly. Donovan must be very proud of you, and rightly so.
Pac, that's a score so far of 26. Julie, if Pac scores 4 or more, he will have won this challenge. Matt.
Ten out of 10.
Ah, well done. That doesn't happen very often.
Impeccable dish. Although Donovan refers to you as this great gun cook, you're not so in awe of him that you didn't change the plating style. Slightly more home style, slightly more generous. So on that basis, I gave you an extra point, and I think that was really impressive and a brave thing to do. So congratulations.
Thank you. At the beginning, I'm very, very nervous. And I need to say thank you, Donovan. It teaches me a lot.
Donovan, what are your thoughts on the results today?
For an hour and a half an hour training with me, very, very good. Keep it up. You'll do very well in this competition.
Thank you.
Kurt, thank you so much for being on our panel of judges. Donovan, for teaching Julie, thank you so much. And of course, Pac, for being a fantastic combatant and feeding us an absolutely beautiful dish. Julie, I'm glad you've got a big smile on your face.
Yep.
But don't forget, tomorrow's another day, and the best is yet to come.
Excellent. Bring it on.
Tomorrow night on MasterChef Australia, it's a 90-minute special.
Whoever wins this challenge can rest assured that they'll be safe in this competition for a little longer.
The mystery box is given an Asian twist.
This is a mystery bamboo steamer challenge.
At stake for the winner, the chance to avoid our biggest ever challenge.
If you knew what you're about to face, you would be praying that you have won this challenge.
As 2 teams are let loose to fight for their lives in the epic Hong Kong Super Challenge.
We're sending you out, down there into the Dragon's Den. Your time starts now!